But basically what happens, especially in the neurodivergent community, is you get this new job or project or thing that you enjoy and you end up hyper focusing on it. You give this like 110%. You're like, this is my life now. And then you get this feedback, this positive feedback being like, oh, you're doing such a good job. This is amazing. Good job. Because you are giving like literally your all, which we're not supposed to do. Stop doing that.
No, when people say give it your all, they don't mean you.
Yeah.
They are talking about neurotypicals and they know that they don't actually mean what they say.
Right.
It's like when they talk about eye contact, but what they mean is like generally looking at someone's face. They're not like staring into your eyeballs.
Yeah.
When they say give it your all, they mean like give it some effort.
Yeah.
And we're like, literal thinking, give it literally my
everything.
all.
Yeah.
Until passing out at my desk.
Right.
No,
so
that's not what they mean.
That's not for us.
They said that we'd grow out of it. Well, the joke's on them, that's just our brains. We're eccentric, loud, and stubborn. And most of our clothing is covered in stains. It's not a deficit of attention. There's just too much to think about. So if executive dysfunction becomes a little too much, if you forgot why you came in this room, or you're hypersensitive to touch, then put on your seamless socks and come join our little flock. Bitches stimming together, we're weirds of a feather. Weirds of a feather.
Wishbone.
With Wishbone on the trail. Come on, Wishbone. What's the story, Wishbone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks
Like
for being
that.
that backup.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're very good at that.
I got a lot of PBS songs just kind of logged away in my noggin that will come
Arthur?
out at any time. Oh, don't even get me started.
Mm-hmm.
Love Arthur.
Arthur. Yeah, that was the only time where I went over and like watched all those shows.
You just didn't watch PBS at your house?
No, we watched like The Simpsons because my dad was like, this is a cartoon. Yeah.
It's so crazy how I feel like your mom is so strict about so many parenting things. And then with other things, it's like,
super
yeah,
relaxed.
you can watch Cartoon Network at 6 years old.
Yeah.
Like,
that's fine.
I don't know about that. Like, The
PG-13
Simpsons is
movies
inappropriate.
when you're
I had to
like
wait
7?
until I was 13 to watch PG-13 movies.
Oh, no, you just came over to my house and watched them. Yeah.
Well, shh, don't tell my mom.
Yeah. Well,
Anne
I'm telling
Clark
her.
listens now.
Oh, Anne.
She's going to go back and tattle on me. I can't say anything. Sucks. Just kidding, Anne. I'm glad you're listening. Thank you. It's
Thank you,
crazy
Anne.
that you listen to this.
This is funny. It's never what I thought. Never
what I thought.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
Welcome to Words of a Feather, an 80 AuDHD-Adjacent podcast.
Whatever.
One of those. I'm your host, Kristen Stanhope.
And I'm your host, Grace Beret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we sound rusty, it's because we are.
Yeah.
Man. We've taken an unexpected but needed
hiatus.
break. Yeah. Hiatus. Yeah. Exactly. We're going to talk about it. But first, let's warm up a little bit.
Oh my God.
Let's get the juices circulating.
Let's get those joints a cracking, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I got a warm up question.
What you got?
Because we just had Halloween. And I was thinking about
Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween. Yep.
Vampires.
I know 'em.
You know of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Familiar. Oh.
But
yeah, thank you.
do they poop? Do you think they poop?
That is a very good question.
Right? Because they
must.
drink blood.
Yeah.
So they must have some sort of like alimentary tract, right?
Yeah. But so when they drink
But
blood,
are they also not dead?
Yeah, that sucks if you are dead and you still have to poop.
have to poop and eat.
Do they have to pee?
So I think of it like a vampire bats poop and pee.
They don't have bathrooms though in What We Do in the Shadows, so I don't think they poop. That's my source.
But they're taking in.
But maybe their body uses every single aspect of the blood.
That's very
like the Native
efficient.
Americans uses every part of the blood.
What?
Like how Native Americans would use every part of the buffalo.
Oh,
They use every part of the blood. Never mind.
I see. Okay.
Shouldn't get it. It's fine.
I needed explanation.
Someone tell me that was a good joke.
I just think like if you're consuming food, which their food is blood,
Yeah.
you must poop.
Are there things...
Do they drink water?
No.
They just do the blood.
It's just blood.
What if you only drink people who are super dehydrated?
I don't know. I don't know if that matters. I don't know. Like, I mean, okay, so when they drink the blood of somebody who's like super drunk, for example, they can get drunk off of that.
Well, that was only in What We Do in the Shadows.
Well, yeah, that's my source for vampire knowledge.
That's very true.
Like it's
that's
biblically
accurate,
right?
Biblically-
You know what they're talking
Right?
about.
right?
Yeah.
And what about like diseases?
What about diseases? Well, I feel like because they're dead,
They might not get
they're
diseases.
not going to get diseases. Because
what if you drink blood from someone with the flu? Will you not get the flu?
Do you get the flu from blood? What about like HIV or something?
Yeah, like HIV, but if it's going into your stomach,
but you're
probably
a vampire, and so wouldn't a virus need to be able to like feed on something living in order to
viruses
spread?
really don't feed; they just kind of take over the host cell.
But do the hosts have cells if they're dead? I mean, I know they have cells,
They must
but
have
do they
cells
have
'cause they have bodies? Bodies
do
are
have
made
bodies?
of cells.
Bodies are cells, but so their cells are alive, but they are dead. What does dead mean?
I was just about to say.
What does
I
it mean
think
to be dead?
What does it mean to be alive?
Mm.
What is life?
Existential question. Why are we here? Where do we go?
I guess we would have to like classify what is life first, so then we could figure out what is dead.
Well, let's do it. Let's get down to business.
Okay.
All right. What does it mean to be alive?
I think so. Going back to like 5th grade biology,
Mm.
right? You had to have cells, right, and like DNA,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had to have some way of reproduction,
Like regenerating cells?
regenerating.
Yeah.
Yeah, yourself
Yeah.
somehow reproducing. Didn't you have to consume?
You
right?
shouldn't be asking me. You
Right.
should be telling me.
Which then brings
This
us
is your
to
area, not mine.
prion diseases.
God, those are scary.
Because these and viruses, they're not made up of cells. They just kind of have these like protein bodies. So are they not alive?
It's a good question.
I feel like we need to come back to this.
Yes, I feel like we're going to need to do more of a scientific deep dive.
Mhm.
But also, are there any living things in nature that take in some kind of nutrient and they use every single aspect of that nutrient and there wouldn't be any leftover waste?
Mm.
Like flowers, for example, if they're taking in
No, they give off
chlorophyll,
carbon dioxide.
so that's like their version of excrement
I don't know.
because they're getting rid of the carbon dioxide. They're taking
or
in,
they give off oxygen. Sorry, we give off carbon
yes,
dioxide.
they take in carbon dioxide.
Mhm.
They take the carbon and they like filter it or use it or whatever, and they let out oxygen.
Yes.
So that oxygen would be like their poop. Is oxygen plant poop? Let us know.
Do plants poop?
It's the oxygen, I think.
I think so. Well, it's like a waste product. Just like
Yeah.
we are wasteful creatures because not only do we poop, but we
Barf. Sometimes.
give off carbon dioxide when we breathe out.
Yeah.
It's an oxygen exchange. I gotta go back to 5th grade biology.
Get back in there because I am
think
not smarter than a 5th grader. Honestly, I was not paying
need to
attention.
go back to biology class
Mhm.
from 5th grade, and then we can revisit this question of what is if a vampire poops.
Yeah, because first we have to figure out what does it mean to be dead.
Yeah.
What does it mean
It's
to be
so
alive?
much more than just vampires pooping. Okay.
Yeah, you think it's a simple question on
Yeah.
the surface? It's
That's
not.
That's why I'm asking it.
No,
It's
you're
not
right.
It's not just vampires pooping. It's how are we defining what is living and what is dead, and I guess what is not alive. Because I think in order to be dead, you have to be living at some point, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But you can just never be living to begin with, right?
Yeah, like a rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's not dead because it's not alive. It was
Right.
never alive.
It was never alive, so it can't be dead.
So like with vampires, yeah, I guess like what parts of them are dead. Is everything dead? And there's some kind of like ghost type entity, you know?
Right, because they have to like, in order to become a vampire, right, you got to get bitten.
Yes.
But then that almost seems like a virus more than anything, kind of like the those Walking Dead, it's just us mushroom people.
It's just us.
What's the word? Last of Us.
It's just us.
It's the
just
same.
me and this guy.
Yeah. Because those. That's how I think a vampire is.
No, because that's
But
more
more
like
leather.
cordyceps taking over a
Right.
brain, like a different.
But if you
thing
think of like a
coming in.
vampire, let's say it's the vampire virus, and then you take over, and then it's almost like those people who get like a tick-borne illness and now they can't eat red meat.
God, that's horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I'm thinking about vampires. Maybe we're thinking about it the wrong way. Maybe they're not dead at all. They just have a virus.
They are dead because they die.
Do they?
They do.
Do we know for a fact?
Yes. That's the main thing with vampires is they die.
Or is it like a pseudo death? Because they're clearly like up and walking.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Is it some kind of like ghost type situation where it's not like their bodies aren't the same as
Ghosts
their human bodies?
Are not alive.
No, ghosts
We
are not
can
alive.
confirm.
But ghosts also don't have to consume any type of nutrients, whereas
so that's
vampires
different. They
have
have
to.
to.
And that's the thing. If you're dead, why do you have to keep eating? That sucks. Or is it just like a
That's what I'm
life-sustaining thing?
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Like, why? How can you say that this thing is dead when they have to constantly consume? I
Okay.
think it's a virus, and I think that there's something involved with like vitamin D, and that's why the sun is bad for them.
If somebody, this is going to sound really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody is like brain dead, but they're still hooked up to the machines in the hospital and they're still receiving nutrients, do they
Yes.
poop?
Yes.
They're not. There's no way to just give somebody the exact concentration of nutrients their body needs without there being any aspect of waste
No.
afterward.
We make waste. That is what we do. That's part
have
part
to
of
make
our
waste?
digestive
that's, like,
system.
how it
because we pee
consumes it.
and poop. We make a lot of waste.
We do pee and poop.
We poop.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, if you are technically like brain dead, you'll still pee. You'll probably have a catheter in, and you'll probably have a rectal tube in because they're going to give you tube feeds. And that makes you poop a lot. And you're going to have like liquid stools. You also probably get pressure injuries and all that fun stuff. But we'll talk about that later.
Will we?
We could.
We might. You never know with us.
Yeah.
I feel like with vampires, if they did poop and pee, we would be hearing about it. You know?
I think it's something we
They would
don't
be hearing
talk
about
about enough.
But they talk specifically on What We Do in the Shadows about how Guillermo de la Cruz needs a bathroom, and they don't have bathrooms.
They must have a bathroom in that house because that house belonged to a human at some point.
I know, but I don't think they have a functioning bathroom.
That's true.
You know, they let things just fall apart.
Do they need to shower? They must.
No.
Because we need to shower because bacteria grows on our skin.
Can bacteria grow on something dead?
Yeah, it does all the time. That's how we decompose.
Yeah, but that's because it's decomposing. It's consuming it. But if the thing is dead, but it's
Yeah, but
not
fungus and bacteria
consumable.
consume us. They eat our dead skin and whatnot.
I know, but the vampire skin can't be eaten because it's not, you know? Like if bacteria were consuming the vampires,
Dead skin.
they would be being consumed.
We are
You know?
being consumed.
Like they would just
constantly.
be rotting away, wouldn't they?
Are we not?
But they can live for thousands and thousands and thousands of years.
That's what I don't get. That's what we need to do more
Whereas
research on.
we rot away because we're dying.
Yeah.
They're not dying. But also they can be killed. So
They
what's up
can
with
be
that?
killed.
We got to do a
Right.
whole Patreon. We
They
can't.
can be killed. So are they not alive? Because you can't kill a dead thing. It's already dead.
But that's why I think it's some kind of other secret third thing. Not
think
dead,
it's a
not
third?
alive. Different. Just different.
I think it's a virus. Messes up with your vitamin D and your iron consumption. Or in
But also they have ghosts. And so they are dead. They have ghosts.
vampires have ghosts
Mhm.
of themselves.
Yes. On What We Do in the Shadows. Remember that's Nadia's dolly. is her ghost.
That is not the all. We need a different. We can't just use one
think
source.
it's biblically accurate.
We need more sources than just one TV show.
All right, fine. Let's do some research.
We need to go to
us.
Wikipedia.
Yep.
And Reddit, where all of the real research is done.
Did we cover any of this when we talked about
No.
Are vampires cannibals? How did we not get into this?
I don't know. Actually, I should probably re-listen to that episode. But
Yeah, I don't remember it. I'm willing to do
I
this
still think
research
they're
and
cannibals.
dive deep. I don't think they are. You have to consume flesh to be a cannibal. And they're not human is the other thing we decided. So they're not consuming their
Well, now that I'm on
fellow-
this theory that it's a
person.
virus,
It's not because they die.
I don't know if they actually die. I think
They
it's a
do.
hoax.
It's not just what we
That's
do in the
false
shadows.
news.
That is like your traditional vampire lore.
Yeah,
is that
but-
they die and then they're brought
Does it
back.
have
They
to
come
be?
back as a vampire. Yeah, you have to. They're a different species than humans. They're not just dead humans and they're not just human bodies with viruses. They are something else, like a ghost or a
ghost.
zombie,
Okay.
where they die and then their consciousness
Yeah.
is brought back,
Like uploaded into their own corpse.
I guess. I mean, they have like memory. Yeah, they have memories and knowledge of everything that came before them, but their body is like running on a new system. I think it dies and then drinking,
reboots.
human blood again reboots the system as a new thing, a new creature, vampire. It'd be like a ghost going into someone's body, except it's a ghost of yourself, killing them and then like taking over the wheel. And now they need new things, different things than a human does because they're a ghost. I don't know. Probably didn't make sense.
We still don't know if they poop.
No, after all of that, still don't know what the pooping situation is. But I'm willing to learn. I think we should do this.
Yeah. Yeah. I
bonus
think we need to
Patreon.
revisit. Yeah. We got to
Let's do it.
revisit this. I need to.
We got to get down into the biology of it.
We need more information.
If you think or know that vampires poop and pee,
Are you
let
a
us know.
biologist? Can you define life?
Are you a vampire?
Are you someone who likes to ponder things? Reach out to us at Weirds of Feather. You can DM us. You can find us on TikTok or the straight up Gmail.
Reddit.
Let us know. Okay. How warm are you?
I'm pretty warm. That was a
Fairly
good
warm?
little convo.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah, I was
ponderance.
just thinking,
Good thought.
Halloween just came around and I was like,
Spooky scary.
one of those things you're just thinking about on your way to work, you know?
Vampires pooping.
Yeah.
It's nice that you let your mind run free.
Yeah, I got to.
You got to.
Or else I'll crumble into the ground. And boy, are we going to talk about that today.
Good transition.
Yeah, except first we're going to do little accomplishments. I
okay.
know. We're always so close.
I know.
And then we just fuck it up.
Womp womp.
But yeah, let's do some little accomplishments. Before we, talk about dark and depressing things. Let's focus on the good.
Yeah, please.
Boop, 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 boop. You ready for the song?
Sure.
Little accomplishments, but big in our hearts. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Grace,
Yes.
what did you accomplish?
I went to our friend Vanessa's 3-year-old's birthday party
Fun.
a few weeks ago.
Fun.
It was incredible. It was at Hurricane Meadows, which is like a fall festival at a farm.
Oh.
Incredible experience. They had like a giant bubble that you would jump on. They had a potato launcher. They had
That's
pumpkin
awesome.
patch. They had corn maze.
Whoa.
Food galore.
This is so fall
A
themed.
big bubble. You could blow big bubbles. Yeah.
Love a good
It was a
bubble.
great time. I had a lot of fun. But, Ian and I are in this very precious position of being like honorary aunt and uncle to all of our friends'
I
kids
love that.
because we're not having children of our own. And we just kind of want to like play and then go home after and not have to like actually care for them.
Isn't that
Yeah.
nice?
Not have to make a doctor's
Yeah.
appointment for them. Yeah. So
Yeah, not be like responsible for their, them being like a
Well-being.
functional adult in a couple years.
Nah, I just want to like show up and be the fun one and play and then like scoot on out of
Yeah,
there.
that sounds great.
right. And I
Yeah.
get to like be the hero of like babysitting and clutch times of need. I
Mhm.
also made, so his name is Hudson. I also made the star for the top of his Halloween costume. He went as a Christmas tree.
Oh my God.
So he loves Christmas. He loves Christmas and car washes. Those are his two things. Obsessed with the car wash.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
I'm kind of afraid.
He's ridiculous. You're afraid?
I get really nervous doing car washes, going through the car wash, and getting an oil change.
What are you afraid
I
of?
just
Final Destination style?
I just feel like every time I'm in the car wash, I just know something's gonna go wrong.
Has it ever gone wrong?
No.
So how do you?
I just
You don't
have
know.
this
What do
like
you know?
gut feeling that like something's like truly, truly wrong.
Weird. I don't
I think it's
share
like
that.
the lack of control because it like pulls your car
Mm.
through.
Kind of like it. It's fun. It's sudsy. There's
Like I like
colors.
the colors.
Yeah.
The colors are nice, and then you have a nice clean car. But it's the lack of. I like the ones where you like drive in and stop, and then it goes over you, and you don't have to move.
Oh, I like it when it moves me.
I don't like. I want to move my own car. I don't want it to move my car.
Interesting. I feel the opposite.
Mm.
I wonder, what are car washes like in other countries?
Yeah.
Like,
do they have them?
Are they must have them.
Maybe it's a guy with a hose.
Maybe it's just one guy.
It's just one guy. Yeah.
Like how in the Netherlands, Santa Claus or Sinterklaas, I think, is like one guy where like only one person can play him, as opposed to here where we have like, mall Santas. In some countries,
Really?
maybe it's not, hopefully it's the Netherlands. Somewhere over there, ignorant statement. Somewhere over there, it's like their Santa Claus is like the Santa Claus.
Do they like elect him every year? Like it's going to be Gerald
I don't know if it's
this
an
year.
election position or like a voting, like how that works. Grandfathered in, he's the performance based, but it's like you can't impersonate Santa because that is the Santa.
That makes more sense
Santa.
than anything. Because then you don't have like
Yeah, but then you
200
can't be
Santas.
Santa at the mall. You got to be Santa at the mall. Then what? You just wait for the one guy to come around?
Yeah, but
kind
if
of
you're
like
a
Santa
kid,
Claus.
you're like,
Impractical.
there's no way Santa's coming to like,
Well, once you start digging into the
South
logic
Portland, Maine,
behind Santa, the
Santa.
whole thing falls apart. So I
Right.
feel like
It's an
either way,
illogical thing.
yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's kind of like once you start asking questions, don't ask questions.
Don't ask
No.
questions. Yeah,
Just
that's what they want you to
just
do.
magic. I feel like if you can get over the cognitive dissonance of like magical man visits every house
And the
in
default's
the
like,
world
oh,
and
it's
comes
just-
down a
it's
chimney, it's through
It's
magic.
magic.
Okay, so then we tell kids Santa duplicates himself and he's at all the malls because those are all Santa.
It's magic.
Yeah, it's just magic. I don't know.
He's like, he's got like one of those things that Hermione has, the alarm clocks that change time.
Well, it's got to be more like, oh yeah, but it's got to be more. I was thinking some kind of like multiplier, like the substance. I got.
Or you could
substance on
just
the
live
brain.
in a different dimension.
You
Different
dimensions.
he's
Good
just
way to-
on a different dimension. That's something that we can't like comprehend.
whole different plane, man. You don't even
You
know.
don't even
Santa
know.
is
We
just
can't
on.
comprehend.
Yeah, Santa is in the fifth dimension.
Right?
What were we talking about? How do we? Oh, car wash.
Yeah, car wash.
Oh, of course. I see the connection. Car washes in other countries.
Yes.
Guy with a hose.
Guy with a hose.
Okay, so like
Gerald.
Santa Claus,
Yes.
Gerald in those other countries, it's just one guy. He
Yeah.
is the car washer.
Okay.
No one else is allowed to wash any cars. You got to wait for Gerald. He is the nationally elected car washer.
Right in. If you live outside of the U.S. and you have any sort of car washing experience.
Yeah, do you guys like have the types of car washes where it like pulls your car through it and then you get like big like sponges and like the spinny ones and the soapy ones and
Yeah.
with the hot wax like that.
And then the undercarriage, the
yeah, the dryer.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know. Let us know if you're afraid. I can't be the only
Let
one.
us know if you're afraid, just in general, just about anything at
About
all.
anything. I'm
Let us
not
know
the
if
only
you're scared.
one. I know.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
you're not. Meanwhile, Vanessa's 3-year-old can't get enough of it.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should go to a car wash together. Maybe he can help me
He'll
be
soothe
brave.
you.
Yeah.
He loves the spinnies. Actually, Vanessa got him a little cake topper for this birthday cake at his birthday party that we went to. The little cake topper was just like a Playmobil car wash. Big mistake. He just played with that the whole time. Didn't want to go do anything else. Didn't want to go play with anyone. Literally just wanted to sit by himself.
Leave me alone.
Play with
car
his
wash.
cake topper.
Yeah.
That was a car wash.
That's really
Can't
Where
get
the hell
enough
do
of
you
it.
find a car wash cake topper?
Oh, Vanessa has found everything car wash themed. They have a Curious George book. Curious George goes to the car wash. I'm like, Vanessa, where do we even find this?
Of course.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, so she uses the car wash as a way to like bribe him. Like, if you can follow directions, we can go through the car wash on the way home.
That's a clutch move because then your
Right?
car is like super clean.
It's always clean, and he's always out in their driveway cleaning the cars. He loves to wash a car. I think he should get a little business going. Yeah.
Get a little business,
Right?
And then you can live your dream.
Yeah, of being the car wash guy.
Yeah.
Being Gerald.
You are Gerald.
You are Gerald. Anyways, Ian and I take...
Yes. What's your accomplishment?
Oh, God, I don't even know, man. I was kind of just going to like peter off and just let you go.
Yeah.
So Ian and I take our aunt and uncle responsibilities very seriously. We were really trying to think about the perfect gift for Hudson, 3 years old.
Yeah. You bought him a car wash.
Yes, we bought him his own car wash. We bought stock in a car wash. He is a part owner of Mr. Suds down the street. Very exciting. No, we got him Stomp Rocket. You stomp on it, rocket goes up.
Oh, yes.
Apparently, it's the best gift out of all the gifts he got. That's his number one gift.
That's
and he
really
loves
funny.
it, and he's all about it, and he uses it all the time. And Vanessa said that we just like crushed it.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is a fun gift.
Right? I was very, very proud of it. I was really overthinking it. I was like trying to come up with all these different things to make him and what should I get him?
Kids
Should
love
it be car
simple
wash
gifts.
things? Simple. You stomp on
Get
it,
him a
it
box.
goes up. Get him a box. And it also, he's 3, so not like super coordinated, although he's very good at sports, actually. He's very good at like shooting basketballs, little athlete. But, he only has so much coordination. He's 3.
Right.
So it's nice that it's just as simple as like stomp foot, rocket goes up,
Mhm.
get rocket, put it back on the thing, stomp foot, rocket goes up. So a small learning curve and a lot of fun that comes out of it. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm just
Nice.
really proud. It really has given me the confidence.
It's nice when you nail a gift and you're like, yeah.
like, we
But then
did
it's like
that,
pressure's on for the
right?
next
What
one.
do I get him for next year?
Another stomp rocket.
A bigger stomp
Bigger
rocket.
stomp-
Well,
You can
every
get him
year
a-
we could go bigger and bigger.
You can get him a real rocket. Like,
yeah,
you can get one. I sent my nephews one. I had to call my brother because, like, I literally sent him explosives. But you can get these rockets that you build. They're like $40 on Amazon.
Yeah, I've done them at summer camp before.
Yeah,
I
and
loved
you
it.
like attach a little thing of C4 to them, and then they
You put a little parachute
Yeah,
in
they
it.
go
Yeah.
like 60 feet in the air.
Oh, I know.
Legit.
Jake sprained his ankle running to try to catch his. Fell in a hole.
Jake.
Sorry, Jake. Yeah. Anyways, Kristen, what was your accomplishment?
Yeah, my accomplishment is that I texted Elna back.
Yeah, you did.
Our little friend. She sent me like a really nice thank you text message, and I've been really bad about responding to everybody.
Mm.
I'm just having a moment, but I was like, this is the one, because she's a new friend, so you've got to like
Pressure's on. This is my neighbor, Elena, by the way, who
And
invited
she's-
us to a very, very lovely party that she and her girlfriend threw.
and I brought her a hostess gift.
Yes.
And she thanked me. She sent like a very sweet, thoughtful text message. And I was like, this is like, out of all the text messages, I gotta respond to this one.
Yes. Yeah.
And it took me a couple days, but I did it. So I'm pretty proud
All
of
right.
myself.
Good
yeah.
job.
Yeah.
It sucks when you wait. You're like, I'm not in the right mental space to like come up with a good response.
Right.
I'll just wait a day. Do it tomorrow.
Yeah. A week
And
later.
then every day that goes by, more and more shame builds, and then
Yep.
it becomes this
Yep.
like insurmountable thing.
Yep.
And really, it's just writing a couple sentences.
Yeah. I like literally have to text someone else back who just asked me how I was doing. And I was like, I can't.
Yes.
I'm not ready.
Well, it's executive functioning. It's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff to have to like. It's a lot of focus to have.
Yeah.
Take in the info, come up with a response
Right.
that's like adequate for the situation.
Yeah. It's like I want to be detailed and thoughtful, but also kind of brief. Like how do I fit everything in without like sending like a novel?
Tell me about it.
Right.
I just send the novel.
You just send the novel, I know.
My response, send the novel.
Sometimes I'm like too brief and I'm like, that sounds very insensitive. But
Yeah, you do like to be brief.
I
You just text like a mom who's like, okay, thanks.
that's just
Will
like
do.
how I am though. And I know it sounds really insensitive
I don't think it sounds insensitive for people who know you.
for people who know me.
Yeah. I'm never fazed by it. I'm never like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Well,
is Kristen mad at me?
That's yeah, that's why I send you a million of those texts or like thumbs up.
Yep, works for me.
Yep.
Better than no response, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
Good job. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
That's a hard task.
thank you.
Yeah.
Speaking of hard tasks
Oh
and
my God.
executive dysfunction and stuff, let's talk about this meat.
Yeah. It is the meat.
It is meat.
Meat.
We're going to revisit something today. We've already talked about burnout, for sure.
Yes, we
but
have.
as we described earlier, we have been on like this spontaneous hiatus break.
Sorry.
Whoops.
Kind of just didn't release an episode for a few weeks.
For a few weeks, and now we're back. I feel like we got to talk about it.
Yeah, we should acknowledge it.
We should acknowledge it. Sorry. It wasn't on purpose, but it was
No.
very much needed.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, kind of just decided to take a little rest.
Mhm.
By that I mean I've been anxious and stressed about not putting an episode out
Yeah.
every single day.
It's
So,
okay.
Not restful at all.
Not restful. Yeah. But yeah, so we're both kind of going through the throes of burnout. We love doing this podcast. We're not like leaving. We like doing it. We make $0, but we keep doing it because we like doing it and we think it's important.
Mhm.
But sometimes it's a lot of work. And in addition to several other things going on at the same time,
And also, like, our nation is collapsing.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that's
so-
really every single time I get into this rut, I'm like,
Mm,
why can't I just do it? What's wrong with me? I'm like,
Right.
oh, yeah, we're in the throes of fascism. And
right,
people are being
The-
kidnapped in the streets.
right.
And
Modern day Gestapo
children are
and
starving.
and
yeah.
people are just got their SNAP benefits taken away, so they have to like decide between eating and
Medication often. Housing.
it's so depressing.
It's really
Although
terrible.
we do have good news.
Mm-hmm.
Zoran single-handedly getting the nation out of this like billionaires club nation that we have going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, people put so much money to try behind Cuomo to try to defeat Zoran
Yes.
Mamdani. And even then, even with these billionaires funding somebody
Mhm.
else's campaign because they're so scared of evil socialism trying to give
Mhm.
people bus access and
like,
childcare.
childcare.
Yeah,
The
God
bare
forbid.
minimum so people could go to work.
What a
and support the
monster.
economy, you know.
He's going to ruin New York.
Right?
But
He's
even
going to
with
make it more affordable. How
and
dare he?
And all of those corporations and people, billionaires, have spent more money trying to defeat Zoran Mamdani than they would have just spent paying his 2% tax increase
Right.
for anyone who makes over
And he hasn't even done
whatever $1 million.
anything yet. He's just
No.
said stuff. I mean, he might not do anything. I doubt it. I hope not.
I hope he does stuff.
But he hasn't even done anything yet. And people are just like, also, there's a lot of like,
throwing up.
oh my God, like the Islamophobia the day after
It's
he
insane.
It was wild.
Talking about 9/11, he was
Right.
9.
Right.
He was 9 when 9/11 happened.
Exactly. I was like, we have really gone backwards because of this. Like, unreal.
It's
a guy
really
who's
so
like,
crazy.
I think living should be affordable. And if you're working, you shouldn't be starving.
Yeah, and like everyone should have food because it should be a human right, and we
Yeah.
have like more than enough for everyone, and we should stop.
And maybe some
bombing
people,
people.
yeah, like little things, and like maybe we shouldn't have people who are like in so much excess they don't know what to do with anything, and people who are like literally starving.
Yeah, maybe like the wealthy should like contribute
Mhm.
some taxes, like
Yeah.
the rest of us.
It's not
Yeah.
like they're not going to be wealthy.
Yeah, they're still gonna have
You're
plenty
still
of
gonna
money.
be-
I don't
yeah.
know why everyone's so fine with, not everyone, but the people who are so against Zoran Mamdani. They didn't seem to be screaming and crying about the rest of us having to pay more taxes, but
Yeah.
God forbid the wealthy, because of the whole, everyone thinks they're a temporarily embarrassed billionaire, you know, of like, but what if I was a part of the ruling class? Then
Right.
I wouldn't want to have to pay 2% taxes.
Right.
It's like, well, you're not.
You're
So
not. And
what
you're
now?
paying way more taxes.
Yeah, why are you paying more taxes than these billionaires? It's just
Right.
nonsensical.
Doesn't make any sense.
Like, why would anyone? I get why the billionaires are scared of someone like him, because that's how they keep their control over
Right,
us, is by withholding like basic human needs. It's the fucking regular citizens that are throwing a fit over
Yeah.
billionaires
Yeah.
being taxed, and like Zohran Mamdani wanting to give people bus access, where it's like, that's you, that's for you. I don't understand it. It's going to benefit you.
Yeah. How nice would it be if you didn't have to pay for the bus?
Why are you advocating against yourself? Why wouldn't you want free childcare and like healthcare and food? That's you. I don't understand. But anyways,
It's like
positive.
delusion.
Yeah. But him winning does show that, like, you know, there are a lot of people out there who do still have common sense, which is hard to remember during these trying times. It's also important to remember just how many bots there are online. And I feel like, you know, there's plenty of crazy people out there who are, you know, your great aunt on Facebook making a all caps nonsensical post about Trump and 5G and whatever. But also so many of those people in comment sections and just on TikTok and on Instagram are truly bots trying to just create division and make us convinced that like there are so many people who are Trump supporters and like
But
insane.
as we learned from like the past elections, you know, people are getting sick of this.
Mhm.
You know, it's almost like struggle really affects us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like things are terrible for everyone.
For everyone except for like
8
a
dudes.
select few. Yeah.
I think it's 8 men have now hold as much wealth as 4 billion people. Half
Unreal.
of the world. 8 men
Unreal.
have the same wealth as 4 billion people.
Unreal.
If that seems like a good system to you,
let me know.
stop listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
let
maybe
us
just
know.
don't let us
Just
know.
fuck off.
Yeah. Just
It's not going to be you. So don't be thinking, well, if that was me, I'd want to be able to hoard wealth.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not going to be you.
Also, what are you going to do with all that wealth? Like, that's an amount of money that
It's a
people truly
sickness.
don't understand how much money they have, and they don't understand how to like use that. You know, you could be, and that's the thing, these people are like megalomaniacs. You could be a hero, you could be that guy. All you have to do is just put a couple systems in place. Maybe, you know, pay for healthcare or something. If you have billions of dollars, you could easily be a hero for good.
But they don't
People would
want
love
to
you.
because they don't see us as humans. So they
Right.
don't want to help us. And that would just screw over their fellow billionaires. So they don't want to do that.
It's wild.
Imagine-
like, all it would take is like throwing, you know, a small percentage of your money at something, and people would be like, wow, this person's amazing.
He's a hero.
You would go down in history. Be, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, even they can't even do it for selfish reasons.
Right,
It's crazy. Yeah.
Right.
It's pissing me off.
Anyway, so do that and like a couple other things. We're both burnt out. We're like just real struggling. Like, I just feel like every day is just like, blah.
Feels like there's no hope.
Yeah. There's a little bit of hope now.
Yes, I feel
Damn.
like a little bit of hope is bringing me out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's wonderful, wonderful news. And I'm so
Mhm.
excited to see what he does. And I think if people can like see these things working for them and helping them, that's the only shot we have at like convincing them like, yeah, it's good to have your needs met.
It's really nice.
Why
to,
wouldn't
like,
you want your taxes and like to go towards things that benefit you? And
Right.
why wouldn't you want billionaires to give you money? If you have to give them money, why aren't they giving you money? Why don't you want that? Why
Yeah.
don't you want things in return for your taxes?
And
What do you
it's-
think taxes are for?
Right. And it's not like the billionaires don't profit off of like public means, right? Like Amazon uses the roads that the public pays for.
Yep.
And all of like the traffic things that the public pays for.
Yep. Pay $0 in taxes while using
Exactly.
all of our resources.
Exactly.
It's just ridiculous. I mean, we pay more, we pay like 6 or 7 times more in corporate subsidies for our taxes than we do in SNAP benefits. You pay an average of $36 annually each person for SNAP benefits to feed people. You pay about $700 annually for corporate subsidies. So you're literally like paying for these wealthy corporations. And then corporations like Walmart don't pay their employees enough, so then they have to be on SNAP benefits. So they're subsidizing their own employee pay with our taxes. We are paying for Walmart to underpay people so they can't afford to eat, so then our taxes have to pay for them to eat. So tell me why you would want that. Tell me how that's good. Tell me why good. I'm at that point. Tell me why good. That's it. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Anyways.
Yeah, we just live in such a nonsensical society right now.
It's so illogical. It fills me with rage.
Yeah. And so I thought that we could kind of recap and kind of just reflect. I listened to our last episode about burnout. We sounded so happy.
Oh, I know.
I was
Our
like, this isn't
so small.
So Biden was president, I think, at the time. And
we had hope for the future.
Yeah, it was just, what summer children we were like 2 years ago.
I know.
God.
And back then we were like, wow, what sweet summer children we were back before 2020.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the horrors just keep advancing.
They just keep coming. So
just keep on coming.
So I figured, we'll recap this a little bit. Some of it will be a repeat. Some of you probably haven't even listened to that episode, which is great.
That's okay.
You can listen to this one too.
And you are.
Yeah. So that's what I figured. We kind of like talk about our struggles and kind of revisit this. And then at the end, I have like a little bit of as someone who is going through quite a bit of burnout, a couple things that have helped me.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Because not all is lost.
No.
It just feels like
In theory, yeah. There is hope.
There's hope.
And I bet if you don't live in the U.S., you feel
you're probably
better.
So hopeful. Oh, man.
Well, maybe. I mean, I'm sure they're terrified too, watching this all crumble because this has global effects and we are, monstrous to the rest of the world. But still, it's more like watching this car crash from the outside, being like, oh my God, that looks so terrible, as opposed to like being in the car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Just watching it happen and watching people like cheer it on who are also in the car with you.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, crush us.
Yeah.
Yeah, push us off a cliff. So, if you don't live in the U.S.,
congrats.
Yeah. Congratulations. I'm really, really happy for you.
Really, yeah.
That's great.
Excited for you. But no, this is something we can overcome as a collective community.
Yeah, we
hopefully
shall overcome. It's like Gal Gadot when she had everyone sing Imagine No Possessions with all the celebrities in their mansions during COVID.
Yeah, I hated that. And I
really
hate her.
brought us together, really made change.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm glad you're having a great time.
We all share the same struggle.
Yeah. Fuck her.
Just some of us live in mansions and some of us don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of us got our food taken away from us. So real brief, what is burnout? It was first described by a guy named Freudenberger, I believe.
Yeah. Freudenberger. I do remember.
Remember the guy? Yeah.
Bringing up some stuff.
Yep. And basically it's like the decrease of motivation over a period of time due to certain things.
Really vague.
Yeah, super
nice
vague. Yep, nice and vague, just like we like it.
Yep.
But yeah, the hallmark is the decrease in motivation. And what does it feel like? Kind of like depression, right? You have fatigue, drowsiness, stress. You can get headaches. You can get GI symptoms. But the hallmark is this like sudden decrease of motivation. And
malaise, general malaise.
Malaise, yeah. You're not motivated to do anything, and almost like this kind of like hopelessness, which once again does sound like depression, but it's different. And because it's different, the treatments are different. Go back to the last episode. ADHD and I wrote here ADHD and autisms.
All of them.
Yeah.
All those tisms.
The neurodivergent community, because of who we are, we're more likely to develop this burnout than the neurotypical. Because one, we're working in a system that's not built for us, right? We're just like set up for failure to begin with. We also have like this magical thinking. We have rejection sensitive dysphoria, and we have time blindness.
And
so when we're
hypersensitive nervous systems and executive dysfunction.
Exactly. So all of that is a recipe for failure, and it's often we get into this burnout. They call it a burnout cycle. We decided it was a cycle/pathway in the last episode. But there's
you're
this,
not necessarily looping
it's
back
not really,
around.
it doesn't have to be a circle. It can just be like a beginning, middle, and end, and then death.
And then you're dead.
And then you're dead.
Isn't that nice?
But basically what happens, especially in the neurodivergent community, is you get this new job or project or thing that you enjoy and you end up hyper focusing on it. You give this like 110%. You're like, this is my life now. And then you get this feedback, this positive feedback, being like, oh, you're doing such a good job. This is amazing. Good job. Because you are giving like literally your all, which we're not supposed to do. Stop doing that.
No, when people say give it your all, they don't mean you.
Yeah.
They are talking about neurotypicals, and they know that they don't actually mean what they say.
Right.
It's like when they talk about eye contact, but what they mean is like generally looking at someone's face. They're not like staring into your eyeballs.
Yeah.
When they say give it your all, they mean like give it some effort.
Yeah.
And we're like, literal thinking, give it literally my
everything.
all.
Yeah.
Until
you're
passing out at my desk.
Right.
No,
so
that's not what they mean.
That's not for us. But we take that seriously, and we do that. We give it our all, and then you have your boss who's like, "Wow, you're like really working hard," because you're literally like neglecting all other needs, right?
Yep. And you're and he's like, "Well, I'm going to give you even more work, right? You're so good at it."
And the novelty of it, you're like, "Yeah, this is amazing. This is great," but it's not sustainable, and eventually, you're not going to be able to live up to those expectations.
And also, it's way less motivating when now it's an expectation instead of you getting to impress people by going above and beyond.
Right.
That's very exciting to be like, you didn't think I could do this much, and I did.
Now
but then
I've
it's
done
like,
it.
all right, well, now you have to do that much all the time.
And you're like, oh, well.
You can either meet the expectation or you can fail it.
Right.
Are the only options at that point.
Exactly. So then you can't live up to those expectations. You end up like either failing, you get poor outcomes. We have rejection sensitive dysphoria, so we really take that personally and harshly. And you're kind of now in this like catch up mode where you're like trying. It's almost like trying to go after this high. I think of like the high of like, oh, like, wasn't it so great when I was doing such a good job and this thing was new and I was excited about it? It's almost like I don't want to say addiction, but it is like chasing a high. You're trying to get back to that moment where everything was new and novel and you were being praised for what you were doing. You can't but that's not happening anymore. And you're actually like failing, and eventually all your motivation, all your executive function just comes to a halt, and you almost go through this like nihilistic situation where you're just like, this doesn't matter anymore, or you just give up.
Yep. And you quit, and then you feel shame about it.
Yep.
Well, because you go from those like feel good chemicals and the excitement of novelty motivating you naturally. You don't have to make yourself feel motivated. You feel this rush of natural motivation because it's like really activating your brain. And then after that wears off, now you have to manually motivate yourself, which is executive functioning, which we notoriously struggle with, which is tied into our nervous systems. You're really wearing on your nervous system, and you're stressed because you're like using your amygdala to try to like, it's the angry neighbor. You're trying to like shame yourself into doing stuff, which notoriously does not work.
Doesn't work.
And leads to even more burnout. And then, you can't get yourself to be motivated, and then you feel a lot of shame.
Exactly. And then you're just like, I'm the worst person ever. It can lead to depression. It's awful.
Yeah.
So that is burnout, and we're at an increased. It's more likely for us to go through that, just because we do give 110%, and we do have all these. This is the disability part. Well,
also it's more detrimental, especially with autism, with ADHD as well, but with autism especially. Like it can be so disabling that people literally like go from being high-powered lawyers to being unable to like feed themselves or get out of bed. Like, because it's not just, I don't feel motivated, I feel bad. No, it's literally taxing your nervous system and destroying your executive functioning where you can't get yourself to do even the most basic of tasks. So of course, for those with disabilities that impact your nervous system, we're just going to be much more disabled by it. Did we talk about it in the first burnout episode, where when neurotypicals talk about being burnt out, they just mean like, I'm just like not having as good of a time at work. I'm kind of like a little bored.
I don't know. I'm just so baffled by the neurotypical because I don't think I work with many.
No, you don't.
I did have a conversation with a neurotypical the other day, and I was so weirded out by it because we were just like on two different wavelengths the whole time. And he finally goes, "Do you understand like what I'm trying to tell you?" And I just go, "No, not at all. I need you to tell it in a different way because I don't know." Well, you're saying a lot of like, euphemisms and analogies, and I was just like, I don't really know what's happening here. I just go, just be blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes. Give me explicit, direct information.
Know what you're trying to get at. He's like, you get what I'm getting at. And I was like,
nope, don't hint.
I don't.
Yeah. Please don't hint at me.
I need you to tell me. And it's like the thing, it's like my office manager and it's his job to be like diplomatic and stuff. And I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not picking up on what you put down.
So,
but I think when they say burnout, similar to eye contact, it doesn't mean literally we're always making direct eye contact. When they say they are burnt out, not to like minimize, because of course we all live under a capitalistic system and it sucks for everyone.
Yeah.
But it's just not disabling if you don't have that hypersensitive nervous system the way it is for ADHDers and autistic people. So when they say burnt out, they're like, I'm feeling kind of slower. I'm not as motivated at my job. It's kind of like, eh. And when we say it, it means like I am physically unable to do the most basic of care tasks.
Yeah. There's a difference between like, I'm just like not as jazzed about the job.
Yeah.
And being like, I'm so overwhelmed with like the basic activities of daily living, ADLs.
Yes, ADLs.
That I'm unable to do my job.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's just important to keep that in mind. Same with put in your best effort. Like there are just these colloquialisms that neurotypical people use. And to them, they all have this established, understood meaning. Give it your best effort means put in 70%, 60, 70%,
I would say 65 tops.
Yeah.
All
65
right.
tops.
Save that other percentage for yourself.
Yep. But same with burnout, if you hear people talking about how they're burnt out, but they're still like doing everything they have to do in their life. Yeah. They're still able to get stuff done.
They're like training for a 10K. You're like, get the fuck out. Yeah, you're not burnt out.
Yeah. They just like,
you don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Well,
not even to like minimize their struggles because yours are worse. It's more like just putting in perspective of not feeling shame of like, oh, when I'm burnt out, I don't brush my teeth for 2 weeks. Like your burnout is going to look different than a non-autistic or ADHD person's version. So it's just important to keep that in perspective. It's not that they're better at pushing through things than you are. It's that they are not having the nervous system impacts that you are, and they don't have executive dysfunction. So they don't have to like force themselves to do these things. They're just, a habit is a habit. They kind of can automatically do it. They don't have to think about brushing their teeth every single day. They just kind of are able to do it. They prioritize things that need to be done. Our brains do not. So it's just the manual versus automatic process. And we are manually having to make ourselves do every single thing, think about every step that needs to be done, make ourselves do every single step. They don't have all of that thinking and all of that processing going on. So it's just less effort for them to like do those things. So yeah. Good to keep that in mind.
Yeah. I was hoping, if you're comfortable, to kind of just share the last, like, our own experience with burnout of recent. Because we talked about it last episode, and it's just different.
It's so different.
It's different.
Yeah.
And maybe we touched on most of it earlier this episode, talking about politics and stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of it.
It's a lot of it. I think for me, politics, sure.
Yeah.
That has a lot to do with it. I would love to live in a non-actively collapsing society where there's like the threat that like my coworkers are going to get taken away any day. That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah. In addition, I've taken a new position and we've gone from in some aspects it's getting better because I'm technically working less, but I'm also in this position where I have to like reluctantly train other people, and that has been quite the challenge. And it's been challenging. There's been a lot of drama at work.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to share about it, but it's just,
a lot of social elements.
drama. I just, all I want to do, I want to go to work. I want to do my job. I want to take care of patients, and then I want to go home. And for some reason, I cannot do that. I love gossip, but I don't want to be involved in it.
Yeah.
I want to hear about it, and I want fun gossip, not like this person made like a critical error or something like that.
That's not fun. Yeah.
It's not fun, and it's hard because for some reason I am this like lightning bolt of like everybody's coming to me with their problems that I can only do so much. And I think for a long time I was trying to solve all these problems and help everybody. And I think it's almost to the point where now people are like unhealthily dependent. And I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely part of it, is that we like overload ourselves with stuff because we want to be helpful and we want to solve problems when we see them.
Yeah, I want to solve problems. I want to help people. Like, that's why I went into healthcare. It's good to help your coworkers. That's a nice thing to do. But to what extent? To the point where like now they're just like looking to you for everything. Like, the reason why I'm helping you is for one, at some point you're going to be like independent with this, but that seems to not be happening. So I've kind of like had a lot of reflections about it, and I've kind of like stopped trying a little bit.
Good. As you should.
This is a big thing for me.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about it a little bit later, but like, I have mixed feelings about it because I don't want to see anybody fail. But at the same time, I'm like,
but that's not
I
on
can
you.
only do so much.
Yeah, because now you're drowning. So, and then who's going to save you?
No one's going to save me.
Yeah.
I save myself.
So you can't sacrifice yourself to save others.
This has been a big moment for me to like accept that I can't help everybody. And I can lead them.
Yep.
And kind of like here, I can only lead them so much. And at some point they need to be independent.
Yep.
And that's kind of like where we are now, and it's not going well. And I get to hear about it a lot. And at first I was like devastated. I was like, oh, this is a failure. I kind of took it as a personal failure, but it's not a personal failure.
No.
I didn't fail.
No.
I'm doing great at my job.
Yeah.
I'm really good at it.
Yes.
And I can't help that other people aren't.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not your responsibility. It's, what it is. It's boundaries. It's all about those boundaries.
Big boundary. But so, and I'm also everything. I feel like I take everything very personally when someone comes to me with a problem, and I've stopped taking it so personally. Good. And sometimes it's like a kind of situation where you're like, well, that sucks to suck.
Yeah. I mean, it does suck to suck.
Yeah.
So.
And
what else can you do?
It's so that's how I've been.
Well, I also feel like part of it for you too is because you dislocated your finger and you haven't been able to operate, and so that was like the big part of your job that you really enjoyed. That was naturally motivating for you. That sparked that excitement in your brain.
Yes.
And now you don't get to do that.
It's
you
like
just have to do the boring things.
Yeah, the one thing I like truly love is to operate, and now I can't do that, and it's killing me.
Yeah, that sucks. It's like being a race car driver, and then you can't do the race car driving, but you have to show up and do paperwork every day. It's like, well, that's not what I'm in it for. That stuff is just something I have to do in order to be able to drive the race car.
Right. It is the worst.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
almost
burnt
done.
out.
Yeah. And I am very burnt out. And
you're doing a job that isn't the job that you wanted to do and that you're supposed to be doing.
Yep.
So
it
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I mean, for me, it's, a lot of the political stuff that I just get so caught up in just catastrophizing. Although, is it really catastrophizing if it's happening? I don't know. But just really anxious. I'm just doing a lot of like dissociating and scrolling.
Yeah.
Just, it's like
Yeah.
my brain is just like, I'm going to miss something. There's going to be something new that you need to worry about or think about or know about. And so I'm just kind of just addicted to the cycle of that and the scrolling and just kind of not, I feel like I don't have a clear path forward of like having, hope for the future, being able to plan on like what's next. It just feels like, with autism especially, it's like we don't like the unknowns. That's like where our executive dysfunction comes in. It's like if I don't see 100% of like step by step how to move forward, I'm totally stuck. And I don't like the feeling of, it's like the waiting mode for ADHD and autism, where I have an appointment at 4 p.m. today. So now I'm going to kind of just buzz around the house, not really doing anything. My brain is just so focused on that 4 o'clock appointment. So I feel like I'm just waiting for something. I mean, the horror is already here, but I'm just waiting for like a big horror to like happen at any moment.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's hard for me to focus or get into anything because I'm kind of just always on edge, just waiting for like the power grid to go down or like, like something big like that to happen, which is not healthy and that's not great. But that's just where I'm at right now. So I feel like that's burning me out, where I can't really get in the auto zone on anything because I'm just like so focused on like stressing about what's next.
Yeah. There's a book by Kafka called The Trial, where this guy's like accused of a crime, but they're not telling him what crime.
Oh, God.
And everybody knows that he's accused of this crime that no one knows about. And his trial isn't there yet, but they talk about, he still has to go to work. He still has to like participate in the community, but he's like convicted of this major mysterious crime and has to go to trial eventually. And so it's this like existential, like just stressor in the back of your mind, but you have to like proceed as usual. And that's kind of how I feel like you are right now. Like there's all this stuff happening in our country right now. And but here we are like going to work. That's how I felt in COVID. I was like, people are dying, but here I am like, trying to like go to work, and we're like, we're like living through this like horrific once in a lifetime thing. And here I am like responding to an email, like what the fuck, basically.
Yeah, it kind of just feels like being like gaslit by society, especially with the COVID thing of like, just ignore what's going on and just business as usual, even though it doesn't make any sense. And that's not a good way to do things. And we need to like acknowledge what's going on and make changes. And they're like, nope, just put your head down and just keep plugging away.
Make sure you put your water cups in the designated water cup station. Meanwhile, people around you are dying.
Jeans day is on Friday. You get to wear your jeans. Wear your blue jeans on Friday.
And you're just like, okay, that's exactly how I feel. I'm just like waiting, but it's like almost this, I don't know, this like purgatory of just like waiting for the big thing to happen. What is that big thing? I don't know.
And meanwhile, like a bunch of things are happening.
The horrors are all around.
The horrors are never ending. But it's like still, it's so bizarre and disconnected. And I'm sure it's hard for the brain, which wasn't created to know this much information about what's going on around the world. Like we weren't meant to be this aware of everything that's happening. And yet we are. And so what was I going to say?
It's just,
I don't remember. I don't even remember what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So it's just like this, it's like this constant state of paralysis of just so it's like you are consciously aware of all of these horrors happening to different people in different places, but then like you look outside and it's like business as usual, and people are having babies and going to work and going to the grocery store and taking walks around the neighborhood. Like it's really difficult to like merge those two ideas in your mind. So I feel like we're all kind of just in this waiting mode, and really like one of the solutions for that is truly like to physically be helping people, because like putting your energy into helping someone else gets you out of that like self-obsession almost, it's like it is a bit.
It's a little overrated.
It's a bit
No,
what, helping
kidding.
other people?
Yeah.
No, it's like
I help people every day.
It's like a
I'm
psychological
miserable.
thing. Yeah, but you
Yeah.
do that because you have to,
Well. Well, I want to,
but also you have to.
but I also have to.
Yes. Whereas like choosing to do that for someone else, it really does like give you lots of positive feelings. It makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you get out of that anxiety waiting mode and gets you into action. Like getting into action is really the best way for us to get out of that anxiety. Obviously easier said than done, but like I have noticed like the more I've gotten involved with like our friends' kids in the last few months, which has been really lovely and wonderful, like it has felt really rewarding and has brought a lot of joy into my life to get to like be that helper and get to like spend my time like doing things for other people. It really is helpful. So if there's like even the littlest things that you can do to just get you out of your own, because it is a bit not narcissistic, but it is, the thing with like anxiety is we're just in like perfectionism and worrying about what people think of us. It's very self-obsessive, it's all about you. It's all, even if you're worried, people won't like me or I won't do the right thing or I'll upset people, even if you feel like it's about other people, it's still ultimately about you. Yeah. It's about you and you're afraid to feel these feelings. You're afraid to mess up. You're afraid to let people down. It's still very, self-important. So the more you can kind of just shut the fuck up in that brain of yours of like, okay, just get into action and like start putting that anxiety towards something for someone else does have a lot of psychological benefits. Yeah. But that also requires executive functioning and time to be able to do it.
It's hard.
So,
but not all is lost. I think this is a very depressing conversation that we're having.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Yes. But it's not.
This isn't going to cure your burnout. It's
not
going to make you feel maybe solidarity.
Yeah. That's kind of like the purpose of this. It's just kind of solidarity. I don't think I've talked to one person in the past like 6 months who's like, I'm doing okay.
I'm crushing it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what the future holds.
Yeah. I've got my eyes towards the sky and a heart of gold and I'm ready to go.
Things are looking up.
Yeah. I've got 2 thumbs up and the sun is shining. Yeah.
Yep. Our airlines are shutting down. No one can travel anywhere. I feel good.
It's totally fine.
I'm a trains guy anyways. Even though we don't have trains.
Yeah, but yes. So not very optimistic, but it's not that like all hope is lost.
Okay, and that is the end of part 1 of our burnout episode. Of course, like we've been doing a lot recently, we have gone on for way too long. This was what ended up being a 2-hour recording. Clearly, we have a lot to say about burnout and a lot to say about vampires, apparently. Took up a lot of time talking about vampires, what it means to be dead, which was all very crucial information. So, of course, we could not cut that, had to leave that in. So, that's what you got. And was this episode kind of just a bunch of dumping about our burnout and our problems and ranting and raving about stuff without giving you any solutions? Yeah, it was. But is that what you can normally expect from our episodes? And so you're not really surprised? Probably, yeah. That's kind of goes along with our theme of this podcast, where we get really swept up in our rants and raves. So next week, we promise we will be back with some solutions for kind of how to tackle your burnout, how to get yourself out of that negative cycle of, catastrophizing and doomsdaying and whatever else. Hopefully this episode doesn't push you over the edge before next week when we actually try to help you out of this burnout and help ourselves along the way, because we are still struggling with burnout, but we can do it together. We will persevere. We will do it together. Yeah. In the meantime, you can check us out on all the social media platforms. We've been posting a lot on TikTok. I've been posting a lot on TikTok. And you guys know the deal. I've been posting some stuff on Patreon. I'm doing what I'm calling Friendship Hour as a bonus Patreon series where I sit down with different friends and we kind of just talk for an hour about whatever. I just did one with my friend Tori, who you've heard on this podcast before. She and I did an hour of kind of fun hypothetical questions. So you can go and watch us be ridiculous and talk about some inappropriate stuff over there. And then I'm currently working on editing another episode of that series that I just recorded with Seth, who you guys also know from this podcast. We just had him on, and he and I talk about shapes for a while. It goes so beyond shapes, but that guy fucking loves shapes. So we talk about shapes along with a million other things. So come check us out on Patreon for some bonus content. You can follow us on Instagram, join our Reddit group, send us an email, tell us your pizza secrets, tell us what stuff you did to get sent to the principal's office when you were growing up. We've already gotten a few emails about that, and those are really fun. Send us your favorite spoons and let us know if your bucket of spoons material. And yeah, we'll talk to you next week. Okay, bye. Okay, see ya.